Hey guys, good evening. Do I want a Cybernator? Of course I want a Cybernator. I hardly know her, but I still want a Cybernator. Hey Vesty, hey Absol. Welcome to Retro Console Night. The last couple of weeks, months, I've been doing just requests from the spreadsheet below. Tonight, I wanted to do something that I've been meaning to do for a while. I've got these two platformers on Super Nintendo, Cybernator and Metal Warriors, that I was a really big fan of once I discovered them back in school, and I wanted to show them off and play them. Because I feel like they're kind of semi-obscure. I've mentioned them to a couple people before, and Metal Warriors especially, I have no idea. Otis, did you react to my bum message? I walked away from a second. No, I'm just, you know. It's you, Vesty. I know you. I know what kind of person you are. You played Metal Warriors, but not the other one. Okay, you're the only one I've met who's been in that boat, then. Ironically, I know, wasn't that? Ironically, they're both from Konami. I never really processed that until I got them both out tonight. Which explains why they look so similar. It doesn't really explain why they play so different. I mean, what kind of person am I exactly? You're my friend. You're a cool dude. So I'm just kind of used to your coolness now. Anyway, before we get started, yeah, I know. Before we get started, quick update on internet stuff. Tech came out this morning. He discovered that all of the cable outlets in my entire house are daisy-chained together. So he fixed that. He took out all the unnecessary splitters. I got a new modem and a new router. It did absolutely nothing for the issues. I ran tests for like an hour and I was still getting the same drops. So I called, and they're gonna send out some kind of like super technician on Monday to see if they can figure out what's going on. In the meantime, they did upgrade my internet service. It's now a 10 megabit upload, and I ran some tests after that, and it seems to have mitigated it. Just because I have so much more bandwidth to work with. So hopefully tonight will actually be pretty good, but we'll see. Anyway, Cybernator. Okay, I've beaten Cybernator before. It's not a super long game, so hopefully it's going to be Cybernator until done, and then a look at Metal Warriors. Metal Warriors is really long. It has really big stages and some really unfriendly checkpoints in it. I've never beaten it. There's one stage that I've literally never been able to get past, but we'll talk more about that when we get to it. So, I think we've run through this story like 3 times already, so you guys should have a pretty good idea what's up. But it's basically like a global war being fought in space between the Pacific Alliance and I forget who the bad guys are, but they'll probably remind us in a second. This was the first giant robot game I got on this console. I don't remember what the options are. Let me check real quick. Wow, 1993. That was a while ago. Also, yeah, this is, in case you hadn't noticed, this is super off-brand Gundam. Name entry, sound, stereo. Okay, hold, shield, weapon select, dash, jump, shoot. Okay, cool. We should be fine. Everything should be fine. I just don't remember. No. No, I want to be Jake. We can be Jake, that's fine. No! God. I don't want to ruin the designer's original vision. If my characters in RPGs have default names, I almost never change them. No, I want to, no. If I have to reset the console because I don't know the button controls to get out of here. Oh god. Can we just... I literally don't know how to go back. Okay, we're resetting. Part of the problem is on my old ASCII pad right here, and you get to see the Konami logo now. Apparently the start and select buttons, the really squishy ones, they die over time. So they don't really press very well. I actually have to... I use the turbo switch to make the start button press. Like that. So. Anyway, colony attack. The job of destroying the enemy battlecraft was assigned to our platoon. Yes, it was. The plan was to use the Versus battlecraft to force our way into the colony and to destroy the ship's engine block. The plan was a dangerous one, and we knew that some of us would not return. So yeah, they give you this neat little map of your target before each mission. So it's that big red like battleship, and then a basic course through the level, that yellow line. So some of these are kind of useful, some of them are just kind of silly, but you'll see. So this is the Versus. Captain, this ship will break into the enemy colony. Our goal is the battlecraft under construction there. After penetration, deploy the assault suits. There you have penetration. Oh, this is gonna get me banned. We are number 3. Here we go. Whee! Okay. Okay, so the thing, yes, we have penetration. Somebody please clip that. Kriya, Captain, I'm getting energy readings from the bow of the enemy warship, right in front of this ship. That right there. What? Are the beam guns firing already? Has the energy unit been connected? No, not yet, but there's no time. Roger, I'll destroy it. Versus retreat. So basically they smashed their way into this dry dock where they're constructing the ship, but what they didn't know is that the weapon systems are fully operational. So if they don't get the Versus out of there before they charge up their lasers, it's gonna get blasted in the face. So Alright, so yes, this is a giant robot platformer. You have your shooty gun, you have your jump, you have a jetpack to help you kind of float around. You have a dash, which is really cool. You tap it, and it just puts you in a dash mode for a couple seconds. You can angle your shots. There's visible damage. This is, okay, this is the main reason I was so interested in this game, was the detailing on everything. Like, you can see as you fire, like, it launches the shell casings out behind you, which I always thought were super cute, super cool. The explosions are really detailed. All the animations are really neat. Like, you can actually see this thing, like, clunking around. Yeah. I love games with really detailed pixel art. But it's got a lot of detail, like, all over. Like, you can see in the top right, under Vulcan, there's a bar. That's basically your ammo and your current clip. And once it bottoms out, you actually need to pause for a second to let him reload, even though there's no animation for that, unfortunately. Oh, God. That was a mistake. Okay, ow. All right, we also have a shield, and the hold button lets us move and do whatever we want while still keeping our weapon angled the same way. All right, those P power-ups that we're getting, upgrade your weapon after you grab a certain amount, and each weapon has different stages of upgrades. The controls are very Metroid-y, yes. So, also double tap is dash as well. So, there are going to be 2 additional weapons that we can get. Also, I can switch to punch, and I can punch with my freakishly long robot arms. I never use punch very much because this is very much a... You don't really want to get that close to enemies for the most part. Although there are some cases, like the shield boys, it's kind of a better idea to punch them, because you can punch right through those shields. Like so. I played one run of this where I upgraded the punch, and you see the little flash on the end there? That's like the damage, where the damage is localized, and every time you upgrade it, it like doubles in size. So you can get like this atomic fist by the end of the game, which is pretty fun. I would show you that, but I haven't played this game since like college, and I know like upgrading weapons is a really reliable way to actually get through this. Bullets changing the pixel art on the ground is my favorite little detail. Yes, it's such a nice little touch. I love it. Alright, so we just increased the Vulcan's power. The bullets are a little bit bigger and now they bounce. I think I think it has just one more upgrade, which makes the bullets much bigger and much more damaging. But we're also gonna get 2 additional weapons later in the game. You actually have to find them. The first one is kind of hard to miss. I don't remember how missable the second one is, but we want it.